I want to move in with my boyfriend, but his family will only let me if I amputate my cat's claws. I, 24 feet, will be moving out soon. Sadly, I don't have much time to prepare because of circumstances outside of my control. However, there is a week gap between my old place and the new place, so I'm in need to find somewhere to stay. I have 2 cats, and while I can find a place to stay, I need to put them somewhere safe. Boarding is my last option as it's almost $1,500 to board, which is a lot of money. I asked my boyfriend, 24 meters, if I could stay with him for the 8 days with the cats. My man lives with his parents and sisters, they own a mansion with 6 rooms, and he and his sisters don't have to pay rent. He said he would ask them. He called his parents and his mother asked if my cats had claws. I said of course they do, if they didn't have claws. And my boyfriend cut me off. He walked away to finish the call, and when he came back he told me I can't stay because the cats have claws and will ruin the furniture. I said it was okay I couldn't stay with the cats, but then tried to explain that declawing a cat was unethical and how it's the same as cutting off a human's fingers. Declawing is the amputation of the last bone of each toe on a cat's paw. I then asked if him or his parents knew that, and he looked at me annoyed and just walked away without saying anything. This upset me, so I left for work and then texted him to reiterate it was okay I couldn't stay and I'm not mad at that. I just wanted them to understand what declawing was and how it's not good for cats. It's not good to expect cats to not have claws. Most people didn't know, but I think it's important they do so it's not normalized. He told me I was being rude and said I lectured him like he was an alt-right declaw supporter and that his parents are the same, and they hoped I declawed my cats. I didn't know how to respond to this, as I tried my hardest to explain I wasn't upset by not being able to stay, but just wanted them to know what declawing entailed. I also never said I thought his parents wanted me to declaw my cats, just they didn't know what declawing was. Was I in the wrong for getting annoyed about this? Update 1. It turns out everyone was right and he broke up with me. Haha, just kidding. I have a happy update. Some said to not talk to my boyfriend and leave him alone, but I didn't want us to be on bad terms or have him think I thought he or his parents were bad. I messaged him again later and explained I had just wanted to share the knowledge I had because I knew they didn't know, but the timing was bad and how I expressed it came across as a lecture. I further explained I didn't think him or his parents were bad people. I apologized for how I came across and the timing and making it seems like I was having a go at them. He apologized for walking away and said that wasn't appropriate. We both had a giggle at one of the comments that said my boyfriend wasn't going to be my boyfriend much longer. He said of course the comments would say that, and then gave me a hug. So everything is fine, I just need to work on my communication. For those who thought I was on the spectrum, you may be right, I'm too old to get tested now thought. Update 2. We live together now. He loves my 2 cats, our cats now I guess, even though he's always been a dog person. He said if we ever broke up he'd get a cat cause he would miss having one so much. Everything with us is pretty okay. There are some minor relationship problems, but every relationship has those, they are not related to cats or communication though. What I'm learning is that there's no perfect person, but there's imperfect people you can work with and support to make each other happy. No spicy drama or anything crazy. Just 2 people doing their best in a world that kinda sucks. If the economy wasn't so bad our relationship problems would all be fixed. I guess 2 people going to school and working full-time isn't that fun. It creates lots of stress and not a lot of time to be together. But we can't help that, can we? Update 3. I wanted to address a number of frequently asked questions to finish off the story. Am I on the spectrum or not? My personal therapist that I've been seeing for 2 years heavily believes I am on the spectrum due to events I've explained from my childhood and current behaviors I exhibit. I trust her a lot, so I think there's some merit to what she said. However, I tried to contact a few doctors and was told that it's nearly impossible to be diagnosed as an adult and that since I'm functioning fine, there's no reason to get diagnosed. I'm in the USA for location reference. I figured there's no reason to fight it, as the biggest issues I have are a tremendous sense of justice, like with the declawing thing. I felt that was super wrong and everyone needed to know, and coming across as bossy or mean when trying to explain things. I mentioned being on the spectrum because my therapist and I had literally discussed me being autistic the last 2 sessions before that event. I couldn't get diagnosed. I don't want to upset people by self-diagnosing, so I'm going to permanently label myself as I probably am on the spectrum. Especially after some harsh comments in that update thread about people faking autism or in people who self-diagnose. What happened to my cats? They stayed with a family friend for way less money since she liked my cats. She was sad when I took them back. Are my boyfriend and I actually okay, or am I making stuff up? Yes, we are. Like I said, we have problems like every relationship. It's nothing worth breaking up over, so we work on it. Most problems stem from not having quality time together with all the busy stuff happening in our lives. I have no reason to make that up. I did laugh at the parts of a thread where someone insisted he'd break up with me, and I got messages saying the same stuff. I think because it's such a nuclear and ridiculous response to the problem, the only reaction is to find it funny or start panicking that I'm going to be single soon. I don't know how else one should respond. Are his parents terrible people? No. But they are not educated on cats at all. They've only owned dogs their whole lives. I was able to stay with them and my boyfriend while my cat stayed somewhere else during my no place to live era. They helped me move all my stuff afterwards. His mom really likes my cats, and is excited to see them when she visits our place. I'm still adamant that people know what declawing is. I don't think anyone involved in the original situation was a bad person. Uneducated? For sure. But bad? No. I could say he turned out to be awful and his family insane, and it was a giant red flag, but the real outcome is more boring than that. We talked it out, we moved on. I'm sorry if that disappointed some people. There was a lot of harsh stuff in that thread I don't think was fair, but then again, everyone has their own experiences and I can't convince people what I say is real or valid. Just try to be nicer, I guess. Peace out.